So I decided to go ahead and do it this year.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, right. The original plan was to propose in the W Hotel in Piccadilly Circus. This is before we were living with each other. So I was gonna do that, but I thought, what's the point of proposing in London? Because.
So where did you end up proposing?
So I was like, okay, I got a few months. I got literally 2 months because we just came back from Barbados. Spent a hell of a lot of money in Barbados. It's expensive. So I got 2 months to get all the cash I got together and plan a trip, plan this proposal.
Right.
So what I did is I started looking. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a surprise trip for her.
That's good.
So I was thinking, okay, first place, the obvious place was Paris.
Yeah, cliche.
So I was at Paris. I was looking into Paris. I'm like, okay, I've got because the thing is, like, you need to plan everything. So I'm like, okay, I need to find a restaurant. I need to find
a walk.
I need to find a nice hotel. It can't be like a standard hotel. It needs to be a really nice hotel.
Yeah, 4 or 5 stars.
Yeah, 5-star I went with. So that was the obvious Paris. But then I couldn't put everything I wanted together in terms of activity, hotel, location. So like Paris is like London. You can end up like standing like somewhere out on the outskirts of London.
Yeah,
London.
I was there recently. It's just like all buses and stuff. Yeah,
I don't really want to do that. I wanted to be where
Central.
everything's happening. So
you don't want to be in Pigalle, although you kind of do.
So that was that aspect of it. So I was like, okay, I got like literally a few weeks to put this all together. And that's what I will say. I wish I had more time to like plan this more out a bit better. But I had to sort of like had 2 months to like put this together.
Right. Okay. So you had 2 months to put it together, and then what?
So so I started planning. So I was like, okay.
So did you go Paris, or where did you go for?
So that's what I'm saying. So I was planning out Paris, and I was like, you know what? She wanted to go to Brussels. We went to Germany instead. She said she wanted to go to Brussels at one point a few years before. So I was like, okay, we haven't been Brussels before, so let me look into Brussels.
Yeah.
So I found like the hotel and I found the restaurant and everything that I wanted to go to in Brussels. So I ended up booking like Brussels, like Eurostar.
Yeah.
So, but before that, I also had Venice as well. But
I've been to Venice.
That got quickly ruled out just because we have to fly.
Yeah.
And I thought because I wanted it to be a surprise trip.
But you still surprise her at the airport, surely.
Yeah. I wanted it to be a surprise trip, so I thought the whole hassle of like the liquids in your bag and all that crap.
Well, I mean, you're not the first person to put. I mean, you put it in the baggage, whole baggage.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I wanted to not. The way I planned it, she didn't even know that we were going away. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I even packed clothes and everything.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So she didn't know that we were going away. So I told her we're going to like a hotel in King's Cross. So she put a few things. I was more worried about that whole liquid stuff. I'm like, forget that. But it has to be on the Eurostar.
Yeah.
So what I did, I booked all of that. So what I did, I didn't want her to not have any clue what I was planning. So what I did, I came up with I had to plan a second fake trip.
You planned a fake trip?
Yeah, with fake activities.
Clever.
Yeah. So what I did is I was like
decoy trip.
Yeah. It took ages. Like this what took so long. It took forever. So I was like, okay, go on the internet, find some fake stuff to do. That sounds really
enough. 20 minutes of like a quick Google. It's like, we're gonna go to Venice. But also, what would you have done though if your fake trip had been more exciting than your real trip for her, and she was like all well excited about the fake trip and then got disappointed?
No, it wasn't better. Yeah.
So wait, you kind of came up with like the most mediocre holiday. And also, it's like, we're gonna go to Tenerife and maybe the Maldives. I don't know, babe. It's like, why is there $5 going on their account?
But also, the fake trip had to also take her to where I needed her to go as well, like King's Cross, because we needed to take the Eurostar. So that's why, and also I needed to make it that if she does a quick Google, that these stuff is actually there, that actually hotel actually exists. I didn't want to make up, because I know she would check.
Well, of course, she's not stupid.
So I didn't want it to be like, I made up a hotel in King's Cross. She's like, oh man, I can't find that hotel that activity, and it doesn't exist. So I had to actually find some actual activities that actually exist. So I found a hotel.
Yeah. So you did the decoy plan, and then when you got to Brussels, what happened?
Then hold on.
Did she got when you got into the?
No. So what I did is I made up some fake confirmations as well to add to the surprise. So I went
confirmation emails.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that is detailed.
Yeah. It was details. I was like at work. Lucky my manager wasn't in, so I was on the computer designing all this stuff.
Right.
Fake and send it to her, like fake hotel confirmation. Fake. The activity was we were meant to go to the British Library in King's Cross as well. Where it was like some poetry thing. I can't remember what it was. It was some boring poetry.
Yeah, there's shit that you wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I had that all, like, I sent her all the confirmation, and then so I was like, oh yeah, we're spending a night in Crown Plaza in King's Cross. So pack a bag. Mm-hmm. So she packed her bag. So for like 1 day, the trip to Brussels was for 2 days. So I also packed some extra clothes in my suitcase for her.
Yeah, my dad did that once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to King's Cross Station. And then like we went to, literally it was quite perfect because like you're walking down, and then the British Library is to the left, the station for the Eurostar is to the right. So you walk in, and then she's like looking, and I think she was slightly disappointed that we were going to the library. So we got there, and she's like, oh, she could see the place that I planned. So
right.
She's looking at it, just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then we started walking, and then I was like, oh, actually we're going this way.
All right.
Yeah, then we went to the station, but because I like to get there to the thing early, our train's not ready yet, so we had to wait a while in King's Cross Station. So I told her I actually booked a surprise trip to Bradford. That's the first thing.
Bradford.
That's the first thing.
I'm sorry. So did you say I booked a surprise trip to Bradford?
Yeah.
Fucking surprise, Bradford. I mean, Marlon, you're a romantic. Jesus Christ. I mean, Brussels, I thought was a little bit under. You know, like it was like all right, but because I got at least a few nice buildings, but like. Bradford.
It was literally the first thing I could see on. You know when you got the time.
How did she react when you were like, yeah, we're going to Brussels?
Well, I think she was like, oh, okay, it's better than the British Library.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So she was okay with Brussels then.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're like, all right, we're going to Brussels instead of Bradford.
Yeah. So we're like, okay, it's time for us to go. So I'm like, oh, and she's like, how? Dude, don't I need a passport?
Yeah. Well,
I forgot to mention I nicked her passport as well.
I mean, like, if she'd panicked and then. You know, like she needed ID or something like that, and then you'd be like, shit.
No, I did it just before we left.
Oh, good. All right.
Yeah.
This is the most YouTube thing we're ever going to do.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed our video. Please do like and subscribe.